Blood, thank you. You got it. I had to do this in New York. I had to do this in the class in Philadelphia. I had to do this in Cleveland, or at Cleveland, at Philadelphia, at New York. I had to do this at Louisville. Same response. All right? So that's understandable. So I decided to throw another question out. Not I don't do any trick questions. No such thing as I'm not going to throw no trick questions. No such thing. I'm throwing a question to get you to think. Those are deductive reasoning questions. All right. Any questions?
So what are they?
All right. Todd said they're all Germans. So let's see, do that out there and explain it. Said that they're all Germans. So let's explain. German. As in. So now, what's the etymology?
Of German?
Yes. Germinate.
Oh, yeah.
Germinate. All right. Look up the etymology. Like germinate. Because it's in the same family. German, base word, germinate. All right? Yep, German RA. To sprout. All right? Sprout or bud. All right? Good. So Taj is correct. He's correct. So they're all Germans. They're all Germans. Welsh. All right? English. Dutch. They're all Germans.
Is that why they're called the Germanic tribe?
Yes. They're called Germanic tribes. They're going to have about 200 AD, 400 so AD, Germanic tribes. All right, Ostrogoths, Visigoths, the Franks. All right, Gothics. Gothic City. Batman, Gothic City is short for Ostrogoth and Visigoths. So Gothic City referring to one of the Germanic tribes, or two of them, the Ostrogoths and the Visigoths. History is important. This matters today. This matters today. They know that this matters today. So they can play you. Well, you know that song? See, man, we in 2016. I see you. We in 2016. This is 2016. You talking about some 200, in the 200, 1800 years ago? I ain't wasting your time, Abdullah. We in 2016. You buy that, you smoked in the head. You smoke confusion, cloud deceptive, deceiving. All right? Yes.
I noticed they switched from Indo-Germanic to Indo-European. Please explain the Indo part. That's
Yes.
confusing to me.
Yes, all right. That's right. You don't understand this? Yes.
Before you say that, can I say that?
Yes.
real quick?
Yes.
And then other tribes that you've heard there be the Anglo.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just part, yes, Anglo, Saxons,
That's what they use.
the tribe of the Axon spear, yes, Anglo-Saxon.
That's where it came from.
Right.
So that still comprised the
Germans, exactly.
Germanic
Still,
tribes.
yes, still applies to the Germans, yes, Germanic tribe. All right, so Indo, or Indo-European, let me explain this. All right, how did this term come to be? How did this term come to be? All right, Sir Walter Jones studied at the University of Calcutta. Sir Walter Jones is the one that that in the American Heritage Dictionary, in the back, they have the language chart. There's a language chart, all right? He was the one, through studying at the University of Calcutta in 1717, Sir Walter Jones. He studied Sanskrit at the University of Calcutta in 1717.
Hindustan.
All right? You guys, this is the ancient name, all right? One of the rivers, with a river. So, it's been Arabicized. The Arabicized name is, that's the Arabicized name. The Sanskrit name is Sindhu. It's been Arabicized, all right? So the S is removed, all right? The aspirate. It's called psilosis. When the aspirate is removed, it's psilosis. So we have the linguistical methodology. Anglicize, Indus. All right? All right? All right, this is Arabic, Sanskrit, so Arabicized, Anglicized. All right. So how does this come about? So this is an Anglicized of Sindhu. All right. So now Indo-European is that. Yeah, they're claiming ownership. Once again, Sir Walter Jones did that. Sir Walter Jones. All right, Sir Walter Jones. We didn't do that. Sir Walter's name is Sir Walter Jones. Studied at the University of Calcutta in 1717. All right, did I answer that?
Yep.
All right, good. Another question?
Yes, peace and blessings, big brother. I had a question so that me and everyone else who may not know could be very clear. Going back to what you went over with Morocco and how this is the country of Morocco, I want to know how did the Morocco over in Africa fit into that? How does that play into it? How are they both Morocco? Or maybe you could clear that up for us.
Well, the kingdom is over in northern Africa, they call Northern Africa, the kingdom of Morocco. The empire is here. And so that does fit in this too, that's the kingdom. All right? What they've also done, keep in mind, is that they've transferred the history that took place here over there. If you look at the history, they want it to be the same history. They transfer the history because they want you to look, Morocco. Yeah, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Yeah, the Moors and Andalusia. No, this is Morocco. This is Morocco. So you have a transfer of the history. It's deception. Right? Focus needs to be here.
Thank you, I appreciate it, brother.
Interjection. Remember, that's an issue of what is called in social engineering questions like that is good. But we were discussing this on the way, and this is what the dark priesthood depend on in their operations, sanctum operations at North America and against all indigenous people and aboriginals, is to disassociate you from the land. The result is cognitive dissonance and called in psychology disassociation, where you, and that's a plural you, would speak of yourself in third person, as well as your estate, which is the land. Now, it is no different than, say, a child that doesn't understand in a political corporate jurisdiction, say that what would be called this area or territory being a subdivision of, say, Maryland and Virginia, as an example, and not knowing the difference. Or when you look at political operative states and a child not knowing the difference between a state being a subordinate construct of a nation, as an example, although nations are also represented as states. You got to understand that too.
Yeah.
But knowing that people have not been taught civics, they know that they can create that confusion. And so, like, it will clearly say, just as Professor Abdullah was saying, Kingdom of Morocco, and a person who doesn't understand political jurisdiction, pay no attention to Kingdom of, which means a subordinate province of an empire. You see the whole point? Now, and so if they don't teach civics and true geography, logically, we would fall into the connotative presentments that are presented under unum sanctum operations, which most of our people are subject to. But the question is good, and that's what that's based in. Now, also keep in mind, when Obama went to Hikuta, Egypt, which is the proper name of Egypt, and he exposed that the American Constitution comes from Muslim law, Michelle triangulated and went to the Alhambra in Andalusia, which we call Spain, etc., last stronghold of the Moors, dealing with the Romanus Pontifex. That's that issue of 1492 that is the attack on us. You see the point? So they're sending signals. You see the point? And when you know history, you can see through it. But people don't know history, it goes right over their heads. You see the point?
5 minutes. I got 5 minutes.
So then, is there a political distinction between a country and a nation? And because in my thought, if I just was thinking of
Great question. Great question. All right. A political distinction, no, but let me explain. All right. Country, great question. Country denotes land. Etymologically, land, all right, land opposite land. Right? Country denotes land. The word country denotes land. All right? Etymology, nation, natio. All right? We also have from the Latin, I see. So we're looking at here, born, referring to blood. All right? Nation, nationality. All right? So you have a nation is the common blood of the people of the country. All right? So there's but for as political jurisdiction, no. So, all right, is there distinction as far as, that's your question, so no to that question. But I want them to explain to the people that the word country denotes land. Nation refers to the common blood of the people. All right? This is used interchangeably by the general public. The general public uses country, the word country and nation interchangeably. All right? Since this etymology class, and not the general public.
And so then the country of Morocco would be from what so-called Canada all the way down to so-called Brazil?
Yeah, we would say empire then.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah, you got
Country
it.
or empire?
Chapter 47.
Yes, and absolutely correct. So empire, yes. So we would use the word empire. All right, that's just being, can refine, something I've been studying over the years. All right, I want to thank you again, and hopefully I'll have the Illuminati book next time. $20, 20 minutes for the book. All right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's give Abdullah another hand.
Well,
All right, while we're going on transition, we want to first of all remind everybody to support the house. If you want to purchase anything from the restaurant, now's a good time to do it before they close up. We also want to ask everyone